Hello everyone. In a previous video I reviewed this Baumarkt Telescope or Plumber's Telescope from Astromedia. It's a cheap telescope kit that you can buy for less than €15, and depending on where you live and so the cost of shipping, you can go down to the local hardware store and complete this telescope for less than $30 to $40. In this video I'm going to show you how to build it. In the kit you get some instructions. These are in German, but you can also download an English version. You get a wooden mount so you can mount your telescope to a camera tripod. Some card to make the spacer for the eyepiece lenses. And the all-important lenses. The largest lens has a diameter of 40 mm. This is called the primary or objective. The two smaller ones are combined to make the eyepiece. Make sure that they are clean and not scratched. These lenses are achromatic. Ordinary lenses focus different colours of light to different points, and so produce a rainbow image in the telescope. Achromatic lenses mostly fix this problem. To complete the telescope, you will need to go to the hardware store and get some PVC pipe. PVC pipe is going to be different in different places, but at Bunnings in Australia I got a length of 40 mm pipe, two 40 mm couplers, and a reducer to 32 mm. The instructions say to start with the main body, but because I have different pipe that's going to be slightly different sizes, I'm going to start with the eyepiece and use that to measure out the rest. The black card is fine, and if you don't have any other options it's perfectly suitable, but I decided to measure the card and 3D printed some plastic copies of the eyepiece parts. I've put a link to my STL files in the description. The eyepiece lenses are a press fit into the hexagonal spacer, which holds them the correct distance apart. I then glued the eyepiece parts together using the reducer as a guide. Now don't do what I did. Superglue vapor clouds the lenses and I needed to clean them with acetone afterwards. Use wood glue or be prepared to clean the lenses if you do use superglue. Once the glue is dry, your eyepiece is finished. You focus the telescope by sliding the eyepiece in and out. Add the 40 mm coupler to the reducer and attach the assembly to the main tube. The primary lens has a focal length of 450 mm, and the eyepiece you've just constructed has a focal length of 15 mm. To make a telescope, they need to be spaced a total of 465 mm apart, measured from the middle of the lenses and eyepiece. The primary is roughly 5 mm thick, so measure 462 mm from the middle of the eyepiece and cut the tube here. Before adding the main lens, you want to make the inside of the telescope black. This stops stray light from bouncing around the inside of the telescope and into your eye, washing out the faint objects. The first time I built one of these, I painted the inside of the tube, but a faster and less messy solution is to roll a tube of black card and shove it down the body. To attach the primary lens, all you have to do is put it on the end of the tube and press on the second coupler, which holds it on snugly. I used hot glue to attach the telescope to the mounting block. And added another bit of card for more glare reduction. And there you go, your plumber's telescope is finished. With this telescope you'll get great views of the Moon and Jupiter, and if you've built it well you'll also get a good look at Venus, the Orion Nebula, and just be able to make out the rings of Saturn. Happy stargazing!